Hey everybody, welcome to my hot tub, one of my hot tubs, in beautiful Lake Wenatchee, Washington. This is where I have to get closer to the house because, there we go. There's a little moment where the signal goes bye-bye. Yes, I'm naked. I am naked on Facebook right now. And I love coming out here in the morning and soaking. And right now it's a little crisp. It's really nice. And we're actually just about to do the second call in my X-Men and Creation series. And we're doing this series on X-Men and really like our capacities. Yes, it is so delicious, Rocio. Good morning to you too. Our capacities, this X-Men in general is really like a very cool conversation about our capacities. And this particular series is about looking at all these different areas of life, and, business and money and bodies and sex and earth, and where that we don't think we have, that we think are places where we're fucked up. And I love these conversations because for X-Men, and you don't have to have a definition of an X-Men or think that you're an X-Men or define yourself as an X-Men or anything, it's really just this invitation to start looking at perhaps where you've decided you are wrong is where you are actually not wrong, but you are different, and different in a very wonderful way, where it's about your capacities, and that haven't existed in this reality before, that haven't been seen on planet Earth before, and you're just different. And if you look at the X-Men movies, these people are like, they have all these amazing capacities that a lot of which we would have never even considered, and it's like, oh wow, that's cool, that this being could change things in that way, And so it's like all these kind of undiscovered, one of the classes actually in X-Men is called the Undiscovered Possibility. It's the one-day class, and looking at really like everywhere that we've decided that we're actually quite wrong, but it's actually, instead of being wrong and fucked up and all that, it's this undiscovered possibility that the world has never seen. So you don't have any reference points for the greatness of you and the capacities that you have because you've never seen them anywhere. And we're just taught to kind of think that normal is good and we need to be normal, and when we're not normal, we're bad, wrong, incapable or whatever. And I love looking at this in different, like applying this conversation to different areas of life. And so today we're going to be talking about money. And money is one of these areas where there's such a intense like realm of right and wrong with money. Like it's such this, like, you have to get it right, you can't get it wrong, but most of us think that we're always getting it wrong, and even like I've created a fair amount of money in my life, but I still a lot of times think that I get it fucking wrong, or I can't get it right or whatever. But it's because all of these things that are like, the capacities that we actually have with money, the things that we think basically are wrong with us and about us in regards to money, we're judging them. And anything that you judge, you can't receive from. So if you have this like underlying brilliance with money, but it seems wrong in this reality because it doesn't match this reality's judgments of how money is supposed to go, or how you're supposed to be responsible or whatever, if you have an underlying judgment of that, then you can't, like, there's this whole universe of diamonds and brilliance and capacities with it that you will not actually have access to because you're judging it. Anything that you judge, you cannot receive from. And you basically judge those things out of existence. Good morning, Helena. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, everybody. You judge these things out of existence. And this is the crazy, crazy thing to me. This is like, and it's also so exciting because in the first call the other day in this series, this X-Men creation series, we were talking about this, like there's a clip actually that I just posted on my personal timeline that kind of goes into this, where it's like, what if everywhere that you're judging you could actually start looking with curiosity and going, oh, wow, maybe my judgment of me is an indicator that there's actually brilliance here that exists beyond this reality that I've never been able to claim before. And, perhaps that actually is, something that could be uncovered if I actually stopped judging me and I started to get curious about it. And this is, like, to me, the keys to the kingdom, because most of us judge the shit out of ourselves all the time. And you might think that you suck with money, you're terrible with money, you're bad with money, you're awful with money, whatever. You might think that that's what's going on for you. But as long as you have the point of view that you're bad with money or anything, you can apply this to any topic, any area. As long as you think that you're bad with it, you are keeping at bay what might be some of the greatest brilliance. Oh, the signal, the Wi-Fi. You might be keeping at bay some of the greatest brilliance that you have in this area. But because it's so different than what anybody else has ever done or seen before. And it's up to us, like, nobody else in this world is gonna be able to show you what that is, because beyond this reality, capacities are actually yet undiscovered. We have to go into question and curiosity to try to sort of reveal what these things are. But as we do that, we also, you can't even access that world if you're in judgment of whatever you think, in regards to whatever that is. So in terms of money, everywhere that you think you're wrong with money, bad with money, horrible with money, can't do whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do, whatever you'd like to do with money, what if underneath that, if you let go of the judgment of that, and you started to explore that universe with curiosity and the sense of wonder and the sense of, like, wow, what's actually the brilliance here? What are my capacities here? If you started to explore that and let go of the judgment, you might find a universe of possibilities that this world has never seen that you could then begin to use to create something far greater with money, and it for your own financial reality that's not going to look like the world says that it should. And that is okay. You're never going to be able to get this reality right. There kind of isn't such a thing. And for most of us, that's not interesting or relevant. So you're not going to be able to get it right. Okay, cool. Not a problem. What actually works, what's fun for you, and what are your capacities that are totally beyond this reality. So just a little thing to start to play with. It's actually a huge conversation that we really dive into in the business and different, that class as well. That's going on today as well. But we, in So Joy of Business classes, but also in X-Men classes, really looking at everywhere you've decided that you're wrong. What if that's your strongness? What if that's your greatness? What if that's your brilliance? What if that's everything that you have, that all the capacities that you have to create something different, ready to be unleashed into the world? And as long as you judge yourself, you cannot have access to any of it, because judgment excludes creation. It excludes you. It excludes your being. It's an invalidation of your being, and therefore an invalidation of all of your capacities. So all these things will lie dormant underneath the judgment of it all. So, geez, it's like you might actually have a mega treasure trove inside of you that you've been calling the wrongness of you. Perhaps it's time to change your point of view and get into a different reality with it. So I'm so glad to hear it's contributing, Dawn. So yeah, there you have it. I just wanted to share that little snippet with you. And we are about to actually jump on our second call in this series, X-Men and Creation. Today's topic is going to be all about money. The first day was business, and then we do bodies, sex, and the earth. And you can still join us. So if you want to dive deeper into this, you're welcome to join us. If you go to heathernichols.com/X-Men Creation, that's where you can find the link to sign up. So yeah, I better get out of my hot tub and get on Zoom. I think we start in like 10 minutes or something. So, oh, Katie, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. Thanks everybody so much for being as fucking awesome as you are. Please, if you do anything today, just judge yourself a little bit less or a lot less. Use interesting point of view. Use our Puck and Pod, the clearing statement from Access that just kind of takes care of a lot of stuff. Use the tools, guys. And if you need more tools from Access, grab some books. 10 Keys to Total Freedom, Being You, Changing the World, Joy of Business. There's so many great books. And let yourself like slip out of the world of judgment and into the world of the greatness of you. Because that is what the world is asking for more than ever. And let me tell you, it's way more fun. It's way more fun creating your life from there. So thanks everybody. See you later.